God called their complaints evil and their refusal to believe in him, their lack of faith. Because at this point, it's one thing if they had no evidence of who God was and they're just kind of stepping into the water for the first time. But they've had years, mind you, they were in the wilderness for 40 years. So they had years of experiencing the power and the glory and the strength of God and the provision of God. They've had a long time. And how many of us have had years upon years and generations upon generations from our parents and our grandparents' stories of knowing that God is faithful and knowing that God is a God that does wonders. And we're still like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can have the faith for this. We're still struggling to have faith in simple things. So God calls that evil. And then he says, this is a scary point. This is very scary to me. Then he says, tell them, as surely as I live, this is the Lord's declaration. I will do to you exactly as I heard you say. So, what are you saying in this season? Are you like the children of Israel saying, oh, we're not going to make it out of here? Are you saying stuff like that? Are you saying, I could never do the thing that God is calling me to do? I could never do that. I can't. What is the report that you're giving after the Lord has given you a promise? If you speak negatively against that report, God calls that evil. What are you saying about the thing that God is telling you to do, that God has called you to do? What is your report on it? Be careful, because you might be coming up against God with the words that you're saying. And so, just as the Lord says, I will do to you exactly as I've heard you say, none of the people that walked into the wilderness walked out, except for Caleb and Joshua, but their children did. Their children did, but they didn't make it out of the wilderness. God gave them exactly what they were saying. God said, it will be done to you exactly as said, and exactly what was said was exactly what was done. That to me is terrifying.